Hey guys, Shadow the Rat, and for today's video I will be doing the 5th part in my baby rat training series, and this is their 5th training session. However, unfortunately we are at the point where they need to be separated for training, and that is just because they are now focused enough that they don't need other rats around during training. Bean, you are sniffing next to the camera and making a very sniffy noise. And because of that, if I have the other rats out, they will unfortunately distract them. So I will be doing just 1 rat sessions at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and put Bean and Donut up because I believe last time I did Donut's solo session, and this time I'm going to do an Olive solo session. So I just wanted to show you both rats at the beginning, and I also wanted to say that I will be doing the same session with both babies. Obviously, as they learn different skills and at a different pace, I will be working with them as they need, but I just wanted to say that I will be training the same thing to each of them because, well, I typically train my rats similar things. Okay, so here we have tiny little Olive. She just showed us her beautiful spin trick, and today I think I'm going to work a little bit more on walking on a barrel with her, and I will work some more on back up, and then I will probably also try another agility course. Because last time we clicker trained them and we target trained them, so it's kind of a perfect time to teach agility. Anyways, to get started, I'm going to start by having her just hop on my hand. Good job. Because that's just a trick that I really like them to know well. And it's just really nice to reinforce it each time. And then now we're going to work some on back up, which again, I just take my fingers, put them like this, straddle, and then put it on their back, and they will back up. And you see she immediately backs up because we've done 2 sessions on it now. But when you first start out, you might need to do it right here. Usually I'll do it, have them holding on like this to treat, put my hands right here, and then they'll back up because they just instinctively do that. And once they back up, then I go ahead and bring the treat forwards to them. If they don't back up, you can apply some gentle pressure, but usually they'll back up pretty quickly. So anyways, after you teach the basics of backup, you want to start to move your hand down their back. And when they back up again, you only want to give them the treat once they back under your hand. And slowly, 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 you want to move this back. Some rats will start to back up really quickly, even without your hand being there as the target, although I like to keep the target in place just to keep the backup clean. But other rats will need you to move the target with them backwards in order to encourage them to back up more. And that is kind of what Olive needed last time, although now I am just trying to put the target behind her so that she backs under it fully. There we go. And always move the treat towards them. There we go. If you start to see them doing a choppy backup, all you have to do is go back to something easier so they can get it more clean. And after that, you can slowly work up to a longer backup again. So we're going to see if she can do a longer one. There we go. Very nice. And you don't always want to ask for the same level of difficulty. It's a good idea to make it easier ever so often in order to keep them engaged and to teach them that it doesn't just get harder. You want it to be fun for them, and if it's only getting harder, it's not going to be nearly as fun as if you kind of mix it up, do some easier reps in between. There you go. This is so much easier than when I was training it with 2 rats because, well, it can get kind of hectic. If you want to train multi-rat tricks, it's just fine, but you do need to train each rat separately with their own part, and after that you can have them work together when they know their own part. But before that, you don't want to work them together because you'll have to split your attention, and they will just be a lot more confused and frustrated than if you worked on everything separately. No matter what animal you're working with, this is pretty much always true. Even dog trainers who are having multiple dogs do tricks at the same time, they will start and teach each dog their own trick first, and then they'll combine them together because you just don't want to be splitting your attention. You don't want the dogs or rats or whatever animal to be splitting their attention. When they know the behavior and when you know exactly what they're going to do, then you can add in some more distractions like other animals working with them. Okay, so she's doing really good with backup. We're going to go ahead and stop after this last rep here because I don't want to overdo it, and also this is just a trick that you kind of just have to build over time. So now we're going to switch over to training walk on a barrel, and this is a trick like backup that requires you to build it over time. One thing that I think is really nice that I get to show in these training sessions is that they don't all happen at once. A lot of times people see my training videos and they think all the progress happens in one session, and the thing is that's just not the case. It's like learning anything. You don't learn everything in one small session. You don't learn how to read in 5 or 10 minutes. No, you learn that gradually over time. Same thing goes for any trick you're going to teach your rats. They're going to learn it over time, and that's just fine. I mean, sometimes it takes longer to train something, and, there's no reason to rush it. Again, just take it at your own pace. Anyways, the trick we're working on right now, like I said, is walking on a barrel. So the rat has to walk backwards on a barrel and bring it forwards, and then I stop it. And I started training this in the last session, and you saw some of that, and you can see that I actually left it overnight. Last time we did the trick, she was kind of shaky, kind of unsure. She was only doing a short distance, and you'll see that she's actually doing a longer distance now, and she's less shaky and less unsure, simply because I let them rest on it. We ended on a good note. They started to develop some muscle memory for it, and now they're doing a lot better at it. So it's just going to continue to improve, and again, this is one of those things that you just have to practice over and over again. You have to practice it over time. You can't get it all done in one session. They need to build up the balance. They need to build up the muscle memory. So just go ahead and, take it at the rat's pace. But she doesn't want to get off the barrel now because she knows the barrel is what gets her the treats. Hello, Crazy. Oh, you do like the yogurt, don't you? Oh, good job. And she's so much more controlled over the barrel now, so this is really good to see. So I'll have her do it one more time, and then we'll move on to some agility. Good job. And I'm going to slowly start to have the lure further and further away. And I will also teach her to get on it herself. So she will circle around it and get on it without any help from me. But that will come in later sessions. Again, we have time. No reason to rush it. Anyways, let's go ahead and work some agility. So, come in. Good job. Where's my clicker? I have a few different clickers and one of them is too soft. This one's kind of broken. Oh my gosh. Where's my good clicker? Good job. Ah, there we go. I found it. You can see she's kind of doing it herself, and that is awesome. So this is something that is called a prop-based cue, and that basically means that the prop itself cues the behavior. So you can see I'm not really doing anything here. The only thing I do in this case, if she didn't notice this, is I'd point to it like this. Well, she didn't need it, but that's what I would do if she didn't notice it. But otherwise, the prop itself is cueing the behavior. It's telling her what to do, and she knows what to do based on what the prop is. So you can see she was kind of confused there. I went ahead and pointed out the entrance, and she immediately went right to it. So if you ever notice me pointing at props in different videos, that's because I'm directing the rat's attention to a prop, and then that prop tells them what to do with it. So a lot of my tricks rely on these prop-based cues, simply because I use a lot of different props. Okay, so one thing I thought I'd work on today, which is a little bit different, is that I actually want to work on her running the opposite direction from me. So it's fairly easy to get a rat to do something like go over a jump and come towards you, like this, because, well, they know you have the treats, you have the rewards, and so they're more comfortable coming towards you because, well, they know that's where the rewards are. So she just tripped there, but you can see that she understands how to go around it and come to me, and that's partially because we trained it that way, but it's also because it's just a lot easier for them. And so if I want her to go in the opposite direction, the easiest way to make that reliable for rats is to use a target. And the reason for that is because, well, rats aren't really toy driven, so you can't really throw a toy, but you can teach them to go to a target. And she just went and tried to do another jump. Did you see that? Oh, I tell you, she is such a smart little rat. So we're going to review some target training, just teaching her to go to the floor target. And she is clicker trained, but this is only her second day using the clicker, so, she is a little bit not completely responsive to it yet. You can see she did really good right there. Also, I'm talking a ton, and that kind of gets her attention on, my words, which she is learning to ignore my other words. Good job. You can see she's responding to the clicker now, but the talking definitely isn't helping, although she's a very bright little rat, so not really a problem here. So now I'm going to teach her to go over it. Come here. Good. So I want to teach her to go to the target. Whoops. And I'm going to reward on the target, actually. And then I want her to come back. I want you to go that way. Good job. You're so smart. Yes, you are. You said you're smart, little rat. Good job. Oh, you went around it. There you go. Oh, baby. Oh, go forwards. Good job. Then if she gets off course, I can just lead her a little bit more. And that will help get her back on course. Come here. Nope. Okay, go that way. Nope. No. You can't go around it. Okay, go that way. Good job. Good job. Nope. no. Good job. Good job. Just going to bring in the lure a little bit in order to give her a little bit of a better idea. Good job. Good job. Good job. So now I want her to jump over, touch the target, and then come back. And she's doing pretty well. Honestly, this is easier for her. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end this session here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!